Good afternoon, dear friends. Today is a very interesting topic. Does the keto diet gain weight? Or why am I gaining weight on a keto diet? As you know, people very often come to me for the course, health, slimness, youth, after compiling a keto diet on their own. Now it is 50 or 60% of the course. These are the people who have already tried the keto diet on their own and something didn't work for them or something didn't work out. So, I decided to record this video separately, although I often mention such consequences in my live broadcasts, your individual analyses. But I decided to single out this complex topic separately. Keep watching. And so, Samasthajatal no keto. Samasthajatal no keto can be very different. Some people just eat protein foods, a lot, in large quantities, and believe that they are on a keto diet. Sometimes I hear and see on Instagram accounts that keto is just a complete elimination of carbohydrates. Well, actually, that's right. And this is unlimited nutrition of protein, fatty foods. And some keto followers write about it in their Instagram accounts or YouTube channels. And also, what you can eat is not limited, the main thing is to eat the right keto foods. The right keto foods are any protein, any fatty protein. People hear it and start following it. Start eating a lot of fatty meats. And since they used to limit themselves, it's usually people who have been on diets for a long time and have the need to eat, so to speak, in a simple way. They begin to eat a huge amount of food. Because it's delicious. Because you can. Because keto is great, keto is convenient and weight will not increase. Because we don't eat carbs. But my friends, let's get back to the main topic. What is a diet? And what is the process of weight loss? It's always a calorie deficit. It doesn't matter what you eat. Well, roughly speaking, it is important that you expend more energy than you consume food. Oops. It turns out to be a difficulty. How so? Even if we eat a lot of keto foods, but eat a lot of them and exceed our calorie intake, that is, make a calorie surplus, you will never lose weight. And also you can gain weight. I am often asked, Irina, okay, please tell me, but if there are only keto products and without hunger, do not count anything, but eat a lot and enjoy it, get high. Will I be able to gain weight? Of course, after all, extra calories will also be deposited in the fat depot, just as they do with carbohydrate nutrition. No matter what diet you're on, it's important to create a calorie deficit. On my health, slim, youth course, we don't count calories. I explained why 100 times, I will explain it again in this video, because the topic of this video resonates with the topic of counting calories. You all know that there are many formulas for calculating daily calorie expenditure. Yes, they all exist, they are all scientifically developed, either for athletes or for ordinary people, but I want to remind you that you are all different and each of you has a very individual body. If we take, for example, two identical women, for example, 35 years in the same weight and they will eat the same. They will lose weight and gain weight in completely different ways. It does not matter what type of diet they are on a keto diet or on a carbohydrate diet. What does it say? The fact that each of them has its own metabolism, its own metabolic processes. Each of them has its own chronic diseases, hormonal disruptions. Each of them has its own problems with which she came to this diet. And I repeat once again, if two women of the same age and the same weight eat the same way, stick to the diet, it doesn't matter. Or they will only eat carbs. They will lose weight and gain weight in completely different ways. Therefore, if we apply the same formula to everyone, then this will be wrong. Because your daily calorie intake can differ by 200 and 300 kilocalories. On the course, health, slimness, youth, I recommend eating according to hunger. This is when your body will not let itself be deceived. Here it is important to distinguish between hunger and appetite. I will make a separate video about this. It is important to eat when you are hungry. This is intuitive eating. As you know, on a keto diet, we do not feel hungry as often as on a carbohydrate diet. It is very comfortable. You start listening to your body. It is to listen and feel the needs of your body and eat when you are hungry when it really wants to get calories. Next, you limit yourself to protein. I'm not advocating counting those calories. I have already explained why, but I urge you to count protein. Each of you has your own individual protein norm that suits him. In fact, this amount of protein should be taken as a basis. This is a minimum of 0.6 grams per kilogram of your weight and a maximum of 1 gram per kilogram of your weight. Usually, in these proportions, individually on the course, health, slimness, youth, we select for each participant his protein norm, and at the end of the first month we correct this if the weight has not decreased enough. You should try to eat in these proportions, adding 10% of the meal and 70% of fat to this protein, where this protein norm will be 20% of the total serving of calories. Don't overeat, create a calorie deficit. Do not eat an unlimited amount, as some coaches teach, protein, and then your weight will decrease. Not to increase or stay the same, causing a plateau and causing complete frustration with the keto diet. Or come to us for a course, where individually you will receive a detailed briefing and a complete selection of your BJU regarding your state of health, which we adjust within a month, selecting it just for you, because I remind you that we are all different. See you, friends.